Fuck!
Welcome back, dudes. Mitch is silently preparing himself for another...
Tronathan, the 12 days of Christmas. Nothing to get you feeling better than seeing this lovely boy put out his every, like, half a year video.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Jontron doesn't upload nearly as much as we'd like him to, but when he does it always hits hard. We're like old school Jontron fans.
10 years, 10 plus years. As the French would say, without further ado, here is Father Amos.
Good tidings, good people. Before we raise the curtain on the amazing video that we've got in store for you today, I'd just like to thank today's sponsor, Lords Mobile.
Now that that's out of the way.
Indeed.
I have a riddle for you.
Okay.
What do you get if you take the director of world-renowned horror film The Exorcist, a team of Ivy League and internationally recognized physicians, and a once-in-a-lifetime chance to document a real-life exorcism greenlit by the literal Vatican?
I know this one. It's
Seriously, what do you get from that? Well, that's
pain.
The Devil and Father Amorth, a documentary about a real exorcism made by the guy who made The Exorcist. Horror fans rejoice.
This is a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be, conceptually.
Go wrong. Okay, that sounds like magnum opus material to me. Like, that's going no lower, in my opinion, than like 76% on Tomato Meter. Absolute lowest I can see it going. The Exorcist, also known as the greatest Christmas film of all time. Hence this. Didn't miss a Halloween deadline or anything. That'd be crazy. In fact, this film was so much scarier than its past works that the general public was too afraid to even see it, given that it pulled in a whopping $20,449 at the box.
God!
Wow.
If you do the math, you'll see that comes down to 2,272 adventurous souls who dared to take the plunge.
I'm actually really excited for this.
Wow.
I didn't. I thought, like, I wasn't sure what The Devil and Father Amorth would be.
Neither was I.
But it's cool that it's like an Exorcist documentary.
At the time I made the film The Exorcist, I had never seen an exorcism.
You might say I was not qualified to make that movie, and I just made up the whole thing. It's a good thing I'm just thinking this, though. By the end of this, okay, I'm telling you, you're gonna wish that middle line there, you're gonna wish that said M. Night Shyamalan, okay? That's the kind of mood you're gonna be in by the end of this.
There are more than 60 million people in Italy.
Here's about 20 to 25 of them.
Was that the actual editing that happened?
How big of a problem we're looking at?
According to two of the leading newspapers and the major television channel, 500,000 Italians see an exorcist every year.
Only takes about 8 of them to drag you off the Emperor Palpatine. The human race to 60 million of this? 60 million Italians? We have the recipe to spaghetti.
This woman is one of them.
We have 60 million Italians.
46 years old and lives 200 miles southeast of Rome in a small mountain.
Oh, that's beautiful
village.
there.
What the fuck, dude? Just because she lives with Count Dracula doesn't mean you can dox her. That's messed up.
She's said to be possessed by the devil.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
there he is.
The devil looks
The
even
devil.
more ghoulish than I could have imagined. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, that's the Exorcist? Oh, she's fucked.
The
Father
fucking
Gabriele
eyes.
Fucking
Amorth
eyes, bro.
has been the exorcist for the Diocese of Rome.
Oh, there it's
31
Father Amos.
1,000 years. And somehow he looks older than his age. He was good friends with Emperor Justinian the Great.
There he is.
He's exorcised Christina 8 times
What?
without success.
And as the well-known Italian
He's
saying
not
goes,
good at Exorcist.
the 9th time better fucking work.
In the fall of 1972, I came to Georgetown, here in Washington, D.C., to film The Exorcist. In this quiet town called Cottage City, Maryland.
Could you not have gotten a better picture of the place, for God's sake? Where'd you grab this from? Google Maps?
This is the
Top
house
Street.
where the 1949 case began.
That's a green
My
screen.
God, you just showed up outside their house like a maniac. $15,000 says they were not informed of this procedure at all. Excuse me, I made the movie The Exorcist. Can I scream outside of your house? No, don't worry, I won't. I will not go past the property line.
We're a Lutheran family whose 14-year-old son was said to be possessed. He was examined by
Man is out there again, Jerry. Who is that man? Get the gun. Get the gun.
Disturbing affliction. This is the house at 36th and Prospect in Georgetown that we used as the exterior of the McNeil house in the film. Now,
Sir, excuse me, who are you? This is private property. Is that camera crew?
Sir, false front from
Sir,
the end of
excuse
this
me,
house
hello? Are
to the
you listening to
end
me?
of the fence down there to bring the house closer to the steps. These steps are just a few feet
Yeah,
away.
officer,
from
yeah. He's still here. He's just like
They are
in my
now officially
stairwell.
known as the Exorcist steps.
No, they're not. They're officially
me,
known as my
the
steps.
steps
He's fleeing the scene now. He's going down Lafayette. I don't
Spiritual
know.
home
Don't ask me. Okay.
of the Exorcist. He would allow me to film Christina's 9th exorcism on May 1st, but with no crew, no lights, only a small video camera alone.
And I said to him, that's already what I'm running with. So joke's on you.
Now that was a certified Tube Doods edit right there.
Probably exorcism. I'm just fucking riffing, though.
But before witnessing Christina's exorcism, I met a woman who had been successfully exorcised by Father Amorth. This is her story.
I will say, like, first of all,
That's good. That's good. That's a thumbnail.
But first, I will say we get a lot of our like editing, like inspiration from this kind of work.
If you
like,
couldn't tell, yeah, all the beats are just straight out of Jontron.
like Jontron kind of editing is definitely where we get a lot of our inspiration for how we edit videos as well.
Indeed.
So it's good to note that.
Mi precipitai da lui preoccupato e quando inizialmente mi
Excuse me, who is this sliding in the frame? Yo, could just like anybody just like get up in on this? Is this like free game? Because if so, my friend Jack Norman does like a sick Donald Duck impression. It'll be like really. Let me bring him in. You do this. Yeah. What the fuck, dude? How does he do that? He's fucking crazy.
I first realized there was something wrong when I went with a friend to a sanctuary. When they began to celebrate the Mass, I started having unusual symptoms.
Un brutto caso di diarrhea.
Thank you,
I
John.
started screaming like crazy. Someone called the police. The police came, but they wouldn't come in.
Mio Dio,
My God, you could smell the whole thing from the top of St. Peter's Square. There wasn't enough rigatoni in all of Rome that would have convinced me to go in there. They were terrified hearing me scream that way. No. The screaming was fine. It was the biblical volume of shit that
Father Amorth continued
Biblical volume of shit.
the home of the Pauline priests.
Oh, look at that. Even the exorcists are working from home these days. Times are a-changing. Espiritu Sancte, Santa Maria. Hey, Darcy, no! You do not shit on my new rug! No! Sorry. That was just my daughter. Oh, in fact, she's probably hungry. These are supposed to be for the Holy Communion, but needs must, you know? Come on, then. Eat up. Okay, where were we?
On May 1st, 2016, he invited me to witness Christina's 9th exorcism.
Do hope he does it.
Christina, why are you here to see Father Amorth?
What the hell is with this angle? Was he trying to make her feel uncomfortable? Who sets up a shot like this, domineering over the person they're interviewing? Okay, this guy is totally normal and on the level. In no way ever is this the guy who literally gave an interview to The Guardian saying, if I wasn't a director, I might have become a serial killer. Oh no, wait, this is that guy. This is a real article by The Guardian. William Friedkin interview. If I wasn't a director, I might have become a serial killer. Oh, okay. From time to time felt the urge to do violence. I still do, but I curbed that. After that, she just drops a solid how. My conscience kicks in, and I'm able to deal with that through the films I do. If I wasn't a film director, I might have become a serial killer. Why a serial killer, she asks, concerned for her safety. Violence uncurbed is dangerous. Oh, hold on. I dropped my pen. Are you sure this isn't a bit of projection on your part?
The amount of time he spends on this interview.
Yeah.
Violent painters or composers? I don't know. Did Michelangelo get into bar fights? I think it's just you. You and maybe Hitler. This is frankly more awkward than that time Bill Cosby gave the journalist the answer, Obi Kaby, maybe. Source for that, please.
Obi Kaby, I didn't know what you maybe had a level, maybe Christmas.
And that is exactly what he said.
Oh God, it's so good. Like you could just see that these videos are like well worth the wait every single fucking time.
Each and every time. Half an hour of pure unadulterated entertainment.
Like so much production goes into it now, but it still has the Jontron charm. Still has the comedy. It's still good. Like years later, I love it.
It's about to go down. We're about to witness for ourselves a real, once-in-a-lifetime
The Pope
exorcism event. I'm ready. Let's go.
This is it. Filmed on my iPhone.
I'm really looking for a way to start things off without an immediate oof entering the discourse. You know, I could take a yeesh, a yikes. Hell, I'll settle for a Pete's sake, but don't be giving me oof.
Oof.
Excuse me, name that, please. She's the possessed one. You want her, not me.
Father Amorth begins every exorcism by thumbing his nose at the devil.
Listen, I'm just saying, all right. If I'm the devil, I'm invisibly stalking around that room and I catch one of these going down. Are you kidding me? You think I'm gonna stick around after something like that? I may be the king of darkness, but I'm not an idiot.
That's what actually banishes him. Is the fucking...
And other priests.
Father, have you ever heard of one of these?
An unrelated guy who's stuck, but doesn't know how to ask to leave. He did it. He made her sound like a Nazi zombie from Call of Duty. I knew he would do it. I was just waiting.
Why is it just a fucking Nazi song?
Excuse me, is this building in safety? Thank you very much. By the way, very fucked up whatever I saw here. I don't really know what I was expecting, really, from this.
I have never seen anything more culty
Is it? It's not. They're not
with
doing
my
it.
own two eyes.
Is that happy birthday?
The day of the exorcism happened to be Father Amorth's 91st birthday.
Right after the fucking exorcism ends, I'm talking right after the exorcism ends, they have a surprise birthday party for Father Amorth. No, I'm serious.
My God.
That's really how it goes down. This is a documentary.
Oh my God! Just his fucking face really got me.
So,
if you will, Mitch.
no. I'm just attempting to wrap my head around the establishment that is, you know, elected to take itself seriously to the point of sprinkling a lady for being possessed by a demon with water, you know, having a crowd full of boomers, you know, just walking corpses around her chanting, presumably religious phrases, connotations, Latin. And then after they allegedly cure this woman of her demon affliction,
Yeah.
they say, well, just another regular day at the office. Happy fucking birthday, Jerry. And then, like, it's just this, it's not even a thing. Like, they were just like, well, we just swindled the poor out of more of their hard-earned money. The exorcism was just forgotten about. The subject of the documentary is now just out the, whoa, just out the window.
She is just flipped around, Conjuring style, in her fucking chair, while they're singing happy birthday to Father Amorth.
Is she permanently a Nazi zombie now? Like, are we gonna find out? I hope we're gonna find out.
Was she also singing happy birthday? Is the demon there singing happy birthday as well?
Is it in an inverted tongue? Is it Latin? Is it? I have to find out.
We need answers.
Fuck this guy.
Hold the devil out of this bitch's liver. Now they're serving ice cream cake. I don't know what to say, but I want a slice.
He was happy, and so was I, because it looked
Yep, there she is.
was cured.
Hey, okay,
She's good.
Look, if you can't beat him, join him. I mean, who am I to stop this anyway? Father Mort seems happy, seems to know where he is. Cake's good. Salute.
That's a huge slice of cake.
It is.
I have to say, though, I don't know how I feel about the choice of the cake there. It's a bit weird, a little tacky. Who's got to eat his face?
He really made
His own
that.
face.
He really made that for the joke.
Yes, he did.
What happened? Did the film freeze? Where are we going? No, I'm not going. I am not going.
Neil, what do you make of what you've just seen?
Absolutely amazing.
What the fuck? Okay, so what happens here is all of a sudden the film just stops and reverses, and now we're in some
Zooms on his
random
face.
doctor's office, and William Friedkin is just interrogating him about the footage he just shot. Show the man some respect. He's a medical doctor. You're just lounging back there, balls out, fully spread, barely paying attention. You can at least feign interest.
Balls out.
Is this some kind of brain disorder?
Yeah, I'm starting to think it might be.
Do you think she could have been better helped by brain surgery than this religious ritual?
All right, Doc, that's great, but let's get to the brass tacks here. What do you think of this? You think of what I'm thinking? Right in there. Just give it a little scramble. That might do something.
How many surgeries have you performed? Brain surgery?
Well, more than 5,000.
Are you prepared to say that there's such a thing as
Who's this guy?
And
Why the fuck does he look like that?
He beat the shit out of him before.
Oh my fucking god. All right. I gotta give him a fair chance. I gotta stop myself.
demonic possession?
So at this point, the film just starts jumping around and getting a bit.
He didn't even let the other guy answer.
He goes around and talks to a bunch of legitimately well-respected medical doctors from around the country.
I would
shows them
assume,
these,
at least.
shitty home videotapes, and then watches them struggle while he tries to extract sound bites out of them.
Here's the point.
Yeah.
You have to believe it in order to go through it.
You probably will not have this in somebody who has no religious background.
Right.
I've never seen anything like that before, but I've only practiced neurology for 35 years. But that is a coincidental linkage between those two phenomena.
Do you have any belief in exorcism as a possible treatment? What do you think this is? Fraud?
Stone cold.
Getting to the idea that if you believe something to be likely to work, it's more likely to work.
It looks like the state that we call delirium.
It was a revelation to me that the psychiatric diagnosis of Christina's condition is recognized around the world as demonic possession.
Have you seen your own documentary, dude? Like, you're
His
not
fucking
just
face
trying
that
to
they
lie,
froze
right?
in.
You can't, because it's like the last 15 minutes just disproved what you said. Hold on. Yeah, dude, here it is. The last 20, 25 minutes of the documentary just completely disproved everything you just said, dude. So, unable to get the doctors to satisfy his wild theories, William Friedkin then moves on to what I assume he considers the next best thing. The Archbishop of Los Angeles. Something I just learned exists.
Would you have any misgivings about recommending a person in extreme spiritual disease to an exorcist?
What happens in the church is we have teams of people that will look in a particular case. And that team will involve usually a physician, usually a psychologist, psychiatrist, etc.
Hey, would you just save me the time? If I knew you'd be as boring as those doctors back there, I would have just followed in the footsteps of Picasso and stayed home and become a serial murderer.
If I started crawling up the walls here,
Yeah.
or moving around on the ground like a snake,
Yeah.
what would you do?
I'd call the police. No, I
I'm dead serious, okay? I come in here. I'm pulling one of these absolute mind benders. What do you do here? You're absolutely, completely helpless. What are you gonna do here? Honestly, tell me.
Oh my
What are you gonna do? By the time you're gonna panic, and by the time the police come, I'm gonna be in the underbrush. What are you gonna do here? Tell me. You have very limited options.
Very limited options.
That one really got me.
And that was the bit. That was the bit of the video.
There's always, at least in these new ones, there's always one edit that gets me in tears.
And there it was.
That was just the way he was moving. I genuinely don't think I've laughed that hard since the last Jontron video. Oh God. Okay.
It was the commitment.
Am I all red? I feel hot and red.
You know what? If you do, it was for a good cause.
All right. Let's get this ad out of the way.
All right. Fuck it.
It was over.
All right. We're back.
Thank God.
But for how long?
Son of a bitch.
Father Amorth had taken sick and was in the hospital.
Is that a
But I
fucking
made an appointment
pyramid
to
in the middle
meet
of
Christina
Italy,
in
perhaps?
Rome. She called my line
Perhaps it is.
producer, Francesco, and rescheduled the meeting to a small town 200 miles southeast of Rome called Alatri. Where are you? She screamed. We're at the park, Francesco answered. Where are you? I'm where I told you I'd be, at Santa Maria Maggiore, the church in the town square. I didn't take my camera inside.
Oh. Hope you didn't miss anything.
So this is my memory of what happened on July 4th, 2016,
Well, at least you know he's not gonna exaggerate.
when Francesco and I entered the church.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Christina. Thanks for meeting us. She's great.
MP40.
She's great.
It was freezing cold outside, and we were trapped in a living nightmare. Christina was screaming. She slid around the floor in a cheap plastic chair, pulling her boyfriend Davide with her.
That must have been a freaking scene. I bet it would have looked good on camera, too.
Give us back your film, he shouted at me. If you don't give it back to us, we'll kill you. We'll find your family, and we'll kill you all.
He just wanted to shoot another Exorcist movie.
It was the first time anyone had threatened my life.
So you better believe I was gonna make sure it'd also be the last. I may have forgotten my camera, but I always bring something you can shoot. So the forces of light joined to fight the forces of evil. It was me, Boss Baby, Captain Price from Call of Duty 3, San Andreas, Mr. Bean, Satan. It was me, but I repeat myself on the last one. It's time to put the devil back into remission.
Mr. Bean.
Holy shit.
It's the cross gun for me, bro.
It really is.
Oh! There she goes.
I think he did it.
Francesco and I left the church, left Alatri. For a half hour, neither of us said a word.
It was awkward.
Look at
Well,
fucking
that really
Captain
escalated,
Price.
huh? I didn't expect that to happen. What do we do? You guys want to go to like a ristorante? We probably should have brought the camera, huh? It's gonna look suspicious. I think we didn't bring the cameras. It's a pretty important thing. We should have brought that too. But they'll believe us, right? I got a track record. What do you think, Arbiter from Halo 3? He's right. He's usually right.
I'm not trying to brag, but you don't have many options.
Where the fuck
and
he
I've
is.
got pretty much all the cards in this situation. I mean, you get too close, you know, I'm gonna get a little venom in the fangs, and I'm looking at you. I'm giving you a direct look right when that's happening. That can't make you feel good. This tail of mine, what do you think that's good for? Bob left, Bob right, duck, okay, feint, right jab. But the venom is the main thing.
Bravo, John.
Thank you, John, for this enlightening experience. Wow.
Just another banger, bro.
I mean, on the subject matter, I've never seen a worse documentary.
Yeah.
At least from the impression I was given. But
oh, for sure. The documentary was ass, bro.
That was absolutely just something else. But thank you, John, for making it fun.
Well, it's something that people his age would enjoy, you know? Like the director who made the documentary, like you could tell it was made for boomers, you know? The fact that he probably brought his camera into the thing and it was just really boring.
Yeah.
And she like yelled a little bit and he was just like, we didn't bring our camera in and I have a much more interesting story. Just turns her into a fucking Nazi zombie again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, anybody can do that with a video camera. Anybody can bring a video camera anywhere and then just say, "Hey, we forgot our video camera. Here's what happened instead."
On the real though, I'm continually impressed by Jontron's production value and how it's grown, and the editing is spot on. The comedy is still there. That was something I was worried about when sort of Jontron like came back and like had his resurgence.
Yeah,
was that like he wouldn't be nearly as funny, like, you know, all the things that you worry about with a channel that you was so beloved and then they take a hiatus and they come back and things are different. He's obviously like years old. Like it just, you wonder where the direction of the channel is going to go. And he still fucking got it, man.
It's a lot less erratic than it used to be, but it's still really fucking funny. It's a little more down to earth than it was before.
Yeah. Well, you could just tell that it's more of a production now, and it's more of a and obviously it doesn't take itself too seriously after what we just witnessed.
It was lovely.
But it like you can tell that a lot of love still goes into these videos. You could tell it's still what he enjoys to do. It's funny that like this was obviously like supposed to be for Halloween.
Yeah,
we dropped it on Christmas.
Like it was for Christmas.
But yeah, all in all, great shit, John, as always. And
great videos.
Again, as we said, he definitely inspired us a lot. So we have him to thank for a lot of our humor and the way that we do edits now. So if you want to check out any of our other stuff,
be sure to like and click on that bell and make it ring, bitches.
No, yeah, guys, we
money. Making it ring. Edit some money into my hands or something.